Hey guys, we're back with another video. What I have on my shoulder is called a Microraptor, and we're going to go see if we can tame one, and I'll go over what they are used for. And I cannot stress this enough, how to deal with them, because they are a very annoying and deadly creature in the wild. So best thing that they eat are rare flowers. So I'll go ahead and grab a few of those. We're gonna bring Ivy with us, who we just recently tamed in our last video earlier today. Don't need any of that stuff. Well, actually, I might need something for a torch, because it is still nighttime. I'm gonna put Ivy in our cryopod. Grab a stack of rare flowers from our giant turtle. Alright, now we're going to fly over to where the Microraptor spawns. They spawn dominantly in the redwoods. I'm going to fly over the swamp to get there, because I am not going through the swamp in the dark. So as I was explaining about the Microraptor being deadly, if it sees you when you're riding any dinosaur that's smaller than a wyvern or a rex or a bronto, it will aggro on you and it will knock you off your mount. So already, if you're flying and it knocks you off, you're going to take fall damage. And in addition to it forcefully dismounting you, you'll be stunned for 10 seconds. You can't fight back during this stun duration, and it will pick at you. So it itself probably won't kill you, but in the redwoods, there are terror birds, there are thylacoleo, raptors, carnos, troodon. There are a bunch of other things that will probably aggro on you depending on where you get knocked off to. And those will most likely do you in, as you won't be able to react to them. You always should put your dino on neutral if you're going through Microraptor territory. That way, if one does knock you off, your dino will defend you as long as the Microraptor doesn't fly off into a different direction and leave you stranded. So that's why I have the wyvern with me, to prevent from getting dismounted right away. I'm going to see what's in this green drop. Nothing really that I need. I know the Pegomastix is going to be here too. He's going to probably try to steal some stuff from me. So I'll try to put some dummy stuff in my inventory that it can grab instead if that were to happen. And they are small, about the size of, a little bit larger than a compy. Still dark in the forest. So we're gonna ride around the perimeter. And once I can see inside the forest, we'll ride Ivy and see if we could draw out any Microraptors that are in hiding. Also have to watch out for the Thylacoleos that I mentioned before because they're up in the trees and they do the same thing as the Microraptor. They can knock you off your mount, but they will pin you to the ground and they do a lot more damage than the Microraptor. So the Thylas can kill you outright on their own without any help. There's a Pegomastix that just saw us. The last thing I need for him to do is steal the rare flower that we need to tame the Microraptor. We boiled him. Oh, there's another one. Got a pack of terror birds here walking around. I think that's a Trudon. Yeah. Oh, two more Pegomastix. Oh, three even. Yeah, the Redwoods is definitely a dangerous place. Not recommended for beginners. Your stuff could get stolen, you could get knocked off your mount. All kinds of stuff can go wrong. Oh, there's another otter. That's two otters we saw 2 days in a row. Might be hard to spot the Microraptor with all the bushes, but I just have to keep looking. Oh, another creature I forgot to mention. The Perlovia. It's like a Wolverine. Or a badger on crack. These guys will dig themselves a burrow and they'll hide in the burrow, so they'll be underground. Then if you get too close to it, they'll leap out of the burrow and they'll stun you for 10 seconds as well. Do get kind of a warning if the Microraptor aggroes on you, because it'll start to circle around your head before going in for the strike. It makes about 2 circles, 2 to 3 rotations. So if you see something like flying across over around your head, you could always, if you dismount before the Microraptor hits you, then you'll be able to avoid the stun if you manually dismount before the Microraptor makes contact. But then you'll have to make sure to kill the Microraptor, because when you get back on your mount, it's still going to target you and it'll still be able to knock you off. Just look around here. Without ivy. We found a journal entry, so that gives us boosted experience buff. Oh, we just got attacked by this croc, Sarco. He's stuck on the pillars. So the Sarco, when it does its spinning grab attack, if you're on a small dino, it can forcefully take you off it, but it doesn't stun you. That's what happened right there. Feed it to my wyvern. a snail. Alright, so now we're at the border of where the swamp meets the redwood forest. So there are no Microraptors here, so we want to clear the swamp area. Part of the redwoods has a beach. That would be the easiest place to find the Microraptor. That way, nothing will be hiding in like the foliage. Where are the Microraptors at? Oh, I think we found one. Yep. Oh, there's more than one nearby because that one has a heart above his head. So let's see if we can get away with taming both. I don't want them to run into the water. Is the coast clear to attack? There's a Carno up there. I don't want him coming down and ruining, so let's take care of him first. Alright, now let's see about taming these Microraptors. I'm gonna do it on foot because if I'm on foot, they can't stun me. So we'll park the wyvern here. Already have my bow out. That Gallimimus scared the crap out of me. Oh no, they're attacking the pterodon. Keep missing. Alright, that one's knocked out. Oh. It's like I found a nest. Alright, how many was that? 3? 4? I wasn't aware I had that many around me. Alright, so number 1. It usually just takes 1 rare flower to do. Yep, so he's now mine. I'll pick him up. Next one. They do wake up quick too. Not as quick as the compies, but what's this one at? 3. All right, easy peasy, but we're not out of the woods yet. We have to get all these guys back home. Let's get them off the taming bar. Now, as you can see, they have the little blue numbers on it. They get the same pack boost that the compies do. They have more health than the compies. And if you're playing PvP, just as how a wild one can knock a player off their mount, if you attack one, or if you command one of your own to attack another player who's riding something, even if they're riding a Rex, they'll be able to knock them off their mount, and they'll be stunned for the same 10-second duration. And then they'll be helpless. You can shoot at them with guns or whatever you want to do. They won't be able to fight back, but you'll still have to contend with whatever dino that they were riding. And most of the time the Microraptor gets killed in the process from the dinosaur, if it was set on neutral or aggressive. Alright, so enough yapping. Let me take the one that was on my shoulder and throw him off. Alright. That was the most Microraptors I've seen. So if we were to ride through, like if I took Ivy through there, the Packy, all 4 of them would have swarmed me and knocked me off, and then I would have been helpless for 10 seconds and they would have just started chewing me. So because I did it on foot, all they did was aggro me regularly and they do minimal damage. So I have 2 that I'm going to put in pods. Actually, we're going to let... my wyvern can carry one home. So we're actually going to carry Ivy home. We're going to put the strongest one on my shoulder. And then the rest in the pods. So yeah, as I was saying, the Microraptor definitely is better in PvP. If you like to swarm things, I think the Microraptor is better than the compy, in my opinion. But they don't have really much other use than that. Easy to tame if you're prepared for them. They're just in they're in dangerous areas, so you have to tame them carefully. Was that everybody? 1, 2, 3, and then number 4 is on my shoulder. Pick Ivy up. And then it's just a smooth flight home. So that's it for the Microraptor. Report card wise, I'll give it a D. Great for PvP, but expect it to die. If you have a steady way of harvesting rare flowers, definitely easy to tame, but it's not really going to do you much good against other wild dinosaurs. Doesn't harvest anything really for you except for meat. But if you like birds and swarming, micromanaging with little armies, Microraptor is definitely one that can do that for you. But as I said, I'll give it a D. Not horrible, not useless, but very minimal in its uses. Alright, I'll go ahead and end this video, and then I'll see you guys in about 30 more minutes for the next one.